I'm Callie Wagner, I'm 25 years old, and I'd like to tell you how One Hit Away changed my life. Growing up, I was a really active kid. On the East Coast, I played lacrosse and soccer all the way through high school. I did swim team, I ran track, took tennis lessons, anything you can think of, you name it, I was your girl. But little did I know, that's when my traumatic brain injury started. In high school, I suffered 2 concussions playing lacrosse. We were relatively progressive in our high school as far as having the students do impact tests before and after concussions. I had to sit out for 2 weeks, and then I was back on the field with my team following my passing of the impact test. I went on to play collegiate lacrosse at the Division I school and had a really great experience, although my concussions became more frequent. I underwent 7 concussions as a collegiate lacrosse player, and the first couple concussions I had, my recovery time was pretty minimal. I could bounce back. I would pass my impact test. I would pass the stress test, and I was back on the field. The more concussions I got, the longer my symptoms took to go away, and the longer it took me to pass an impact test and a stress test. Following my final concussion in February of my senior year, the doctors and trainers deemed me ineligible to come back, medically ineligible to return to the field. Not only was this extremely traumatic for me, not being able to be with my team my senior year, I was also undergoing a ton of stress as a result of my final concussion. My recovery time kept increasing. I was getting headaches all the time. I had a really hard time sleeping. I still went to school and graduated that spring, but classes were tough. Looking at a computer screen was really brutal. I was not the best group member for group projects and was having a really tough time communicating with people. People were not understanding what I was communicating about. I would get really frustrated because I couldn't keep up. I couldn't process as quickly as everyone else around me. It affected relationships, friendships, my school, and definitely how I was as a team member as well. I continued to have headaches and had trouble sleeping and was really struggling to process. I graduated from college and went on to get a job and grew up in the real world. I felt like this was my only option. This was how life was going to be for the rest of my life, and I had to kind of compensate and figure out what I was going to do from there and how I was going to deal with that. My headaches somewhat diminished, and I was able to function in the real world, although I was never working out because a workout meant that I would get headaches for 3 days and not be able to sleep, and my left side would get a little bit fuzzy, and I would kind of be out of commission for quite some time. So I went on and continued to live my life thinking that that was the only option that I would have. I am forever grateful for what the foundation has done for me. I arranged doctor's appointments. I went to San Francisco and met with all of the professionals and have learned that there is a life beyond concussions. And although my traumatic brain injury felt like that was the end, I've learned that there are resources out there that can really help, and I had never known that was even an option to get help. Since my time with the OneHitAway Foundation, I have spent 167 hours to date in the hyperbaric chamber. I have had supplements. I have adjusted my diet and my lifestyle and have seen dramatic results. I can say that today I went running for 40 minutes and had no headache. I am continuing to challenge myself, recover my brain, restore my lifestyle, and have faith that I can turn this around and there are things that work. This is something that I had never known in college. Without One Hit Away, I don't know if I ever would have known what to do. So I am so grateful for the opportunity to have a healthy brain and an even healthier lifestyle now. And I am faithful that whoever crosses paths with One Hit Away, they will find the same resources, the same support, the same dedication to their recovery as I had. Unfortunately, I'm not there today to join you all in the first annual golf tournament, but I hope that you all played well with a healthy brain and a healthy life, and that One Hit Away will touch your heart in a way that it has touched mine. Thanks.